안녕하세요. 호그와트를 다시 이어서 진행을 해볼게요. 오늘은 아기가 울기 전까지만 진행을 하고, 앞으로도 아기가 울기 전까지 아기를 재우고 진행하는 식으로 할게요.
Lumos.
게임 소리가 약간 큰 이어폰으로 하는 거랑 저번에 하고 키가 기억이 안 나는데 소리실체 최근에 소리실체 애들이랑 대화하는 거 거기까지 봤던 것
This should be
같거든요.
interesting.
대화 어떻게 하지?
Revelio.
대화 어떻게
This should be interesting.
Protego.
하면 또
Revelio.
다음 레벨
One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted.
이렇게
Oh well.
하면은
Right. What did you hope would
일어나길
happen?
바랬는데
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I never it, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters. And you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good.
들어갈
Glad to
거거든요.
hear it.
레전클로가
Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
분노와
Ha,
꼭
I
공정하지
did.
않은
But probably
교수님들이나
best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their
아
limits.
얘가 사기치는
I should
거예요.
wander off
일단
before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
언제 아기가 깰지 모르기 때문에
Must be.
수요일을 빨리빨리 진행
Deep breath.
그 천천히 진행하지 않고
Would you like to? I'm Amit.
예전
Pleasure to have you
같았으면
in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's
다
been so close to a
필요하고 다
dragon
대화도
before.
걸어보고
Can't say
지냈을
I'd
텐데
recommend it, frankly.
지금의 남편이는
I take it you like astronomy.
Oh yeah.
딱 진행을
You will
해볼게요.
adore astronomy.
그래도
I hope
진짜
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class,
그래도 대화
better get my
하지
first one
않을게요.
of the year.
웬만하면은
Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is
근데
there?
얘는 약간 흰머리가 있네요. 얘는 흰머리가 있구나.
Lumos.
It's always like fun. I'm not sure this is the right
얘도 저번에
spot.
대화했었는데 얘는 이미 대화했으니
Great
재밌을게요.
golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So
얘는 그 식물이랑 양만도 있고
Oh.
좋아하는 애였고요.
He did.
대화는 즐거웠어. 일단 얘까지는 다 대화했었으니까
Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You'd best not keep her waiting. Can't imagine starting new school this late.
얘에 대해서 대화하고 있네요. 계속.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your
Did you
first day
leave
at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you
본편에서는
are here.
페이스
Make the most of it.
본편에서는 론
You
이젤리
only have one first day at Hogwarts.
나오니까 그
Now, in light of your unique
먼
situation,
주상인가봐요.
joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs. Ow.
그것을
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will
일본은
determine
아니고
what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion
아무튼
with the
그런
headmaster
느낌이었죠.
and the Department of
과목별로
Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
과일 수
Here
없고
you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are
가이드로
learning so that you master
가이드라고요?
all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable
게임
resource.
가이드 있어요. 게임 가이드를 이렇게 스토리에 녹여서 이런 식으로.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you
게임에
may
뜨는
have.
가이드가
Walk with me and we shall put it to
유질리
the test.
교수님한테 받아서 뜨는 거라고 알려주지.
This way.
이거 코스모스.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
그리고 얘가 5학년 처음 들어왔는데 거기서 플레이어가 하면 막 다 잘할 거잖아요. 그런 거를 이제
I
왜
certainly would have
잘하는지에
appreciated something
대한
like the field guide when
개연성을
I was a
부여하는
student.
그런 도구인가 봐요. 장치. 되게 잘 되게
Why
좋지만요.
don't you cast Revelio on this bus and see what details the field guide
Okay.
can provide?
Revelio.
아, 이런 식으로. 이 단순히 플레이어의 어떤 도움말 외에도 이 호그와트 세계에 대한 자료들 이런 거를 자연스럽게 플레이어가 찾아나가고 얻을 수 있게 그런 식의 장치나요.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more
심지어
opportunities
레벨이
like
있으면
that
어디에
inside and
가이드가
outside of the
있는지도
castle.
들어요. 교수님,
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Revelio. Revelio.
돌아가는데요? 여기도 보니까 이건 GTA보다 낫다. GTA였으면 바로 그냥 아웃이었는데.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
마음이 너무 좋은데, 그냥 계산. 그리고 이거 쓸 수 있어. 이것도 발전을 해나갈 수 있구나. 이건 발전. 빠른 이동, 그죠? 이것도 해리포터 세계에 있는 배경들을 잘 이용해서 만들었어요.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get
Revelio.
anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
해리포터 발견했구나.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station,
Revelio.
so to speak.
My friends and I lose track of the time whenever we're...
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both
Oh,
Charms
yes,
and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
분명 마법
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to
해리포터가
become
원정에서
warriors.
졸업하고 됐던 거였나?
Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
마법사실
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain,
뭐
and is home
거리
to an
쓸지
array of shops and pubs. You
마법사
should be
등등
able to
그런
find
건 줄
all
알았는데
of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy
맞아요.
many a
버터헤드
butterbeer there with friends
무슨
in due
젤리 이런
course.
거 많이 팔고
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have
음,
much to
액션도
learn.
되게 잘
Happily,
붙어있네.
your
이게 딱
professors have agreed
이건
to create
좋죠.
additional assignments for you outside of class.
마음의
You'll be up to
제스처
speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague
마음을
as to the
되기는
events
제스처도
preceding your
AI로
arrival,
자동으로
specifically
생성할 수
about
있어요.
what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the
일모형
story than a
AI까지
search for
있는 것
belongings and an
같은데.
extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the
자기한테 말 안
basics of
했다고 이게
spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
나가겠는데?
And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today,
이게
before you
약간
immersed yourself
늙은
in
엘프
studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch.
It
It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
의미가 있어. 이렇게 해서 있습니다. 그러면 시간관과 를 추적하게.
The map is
그
enchanted to
스토리가
help you find
일직선은
your
아니고
way.
약간
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
중간중간에 내가 뭘
Now, it
먼저 할지
sounds
정도를
like you've
선택할
quite
수
a
있나
day
봐요.
ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own
근데
wand. You'll enjoy Mr.
너무
Ollivander.
많은
He's an
부분을 대화로
exceptional
때우는
craftsman and a good friend. I shall
초반에
reach out
이렇게
when I have
남포니가
more
좀
information about
대화가
her mysterious
대화 같은 게
locket.
많으면
For now,
집중도가 좀
focus
떨어지고
on your classes and pay attention.
게임
More
내에서
than your
자연스럽게
owls may hinge on the magic you are
이렇게
able to master
경치를
within these
해놓는 걸 더
walls.
선호하는 편이에요. 작업 매치 하는 편인데 오 저거 진짜
Revelio.
내가 이게 진짜 뭘까요? 순서가 정해져 있는 것 같은데? 응? 이거랑 있는 것 같은데? 이 도형의 숫자를 있는 거예요?
Revelio. Revelio.
와 근데 이거는 시간을 들어가는 게 재밌겠다. 탐험하고 하면서 지금 이렇게 남편이 배우기 전에 타이머 투표로 하는 거.
missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind.
그러니까 주문을
I'm not
하면
sure what to do
열리는
next.
에펙트. 그런 거는 또 있니?
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This
이렇게
entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to
루머스를
begin.
시작하는 거를
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
보여드리니까
Lumos.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos.
Oh.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
여기 어딘 것 같지? 진짜로? 뚱뚱 뭐가 마법 물약을 들고 있는 점.
Revelio.
여기 뭐 마법 물약을 들고 있는 뚱뚱한 아저씨는
I tried doing homework.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
약간 그래프를
Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Certainly sound like you have.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
살짝 하루
Revelio.
되게 알차게 넣어놨는데 이상하면 게임이 아니야. 우리가 살아가는 게 아니라 뭔가 이겨야 되는 게임이구나. 유튜브를 보면
Revelio.
여기에 그
Oh, I don't like how.
표시가 있지.
Sharp.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Revelio.
레벨리가 안 보이면 레벨리를 켜서 안 보이는 뭐 액션 아이템이 이건 액자도 움직이게 하겠지.
Revelio.
근데 너무 지나가면서 레벨리오를 계속 끄집어내야 되는 게 불편하네. 근데 되게 잘 꾸몄다. 잘 꾸몄는데 너희는 둘이서 정확히 똑같은 동작으로 뭐라고 했니?
I'd like to see your parents' faces.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
뭔가 알찬 공간과 알차지 않은 공간 좀 나눠졌구나. 하여튼 모든 공간이 알차면
nice to see you, my young friend.
어디에 나오셨지? 모든 공간이 알지만은 게이머가 좀 필요해 있을 거야. 무슨 힘들긴 공간 나가다니는 작품이 좋죠.
Revelio.
여기도 이거 뭐죠? 아 이게 이 색이 뭐야?
Revelio.
부모님은 누가 들어온 걸까? 응? 응? 장착을 해야 되는 게 있어. 여기서 렌즈 렌즈 웹사이트 아 목색의 뱀이 아니라 용수나 3 저번에 3이고요. 장비 외형 보상. 외형을 어디서 바꾸지? 그렇죠. 여기서 바꾸는 건가? 아, 장비 메뉴는 외형 보상과 써있습니다. 레이디오 페이지. 뭐 하나요? 이 컬렉션에서 볼 수 있고. 뭐가 필요할까? 문제가 있었네. 3이니까 4. 그냥 이 순서대로 보면 되는구나. 저기 그냥 모험이가 올라가 있는 거 이거 하면 되고 그리고 이거
Revelio.
먹자. 뭐가 더 있을까요? 없네. 여기 또 문들이 있어요. 그러면 6, 4. 이거 필요한데 이거 필요해서 여기서 넣고
Revelio. Revelio.
이거 있죠. 마법사도 있죠. 여기는 6, 5, 11. 6이니까 큰거예요. 8, 0, 1이니까 1, 유니콘. 건설도 외형 변경을 보이죠. 외형 변경은 필요합니다. 다른 나갈
Revelio.
다른 뭐가 있을까요? 뭐가 있구나. 응? 이거는 열리진 않는데? 날 쳐다보는데요? 나 갇혔다. 떨어지는 걸로 갇혔다.
Lumos.
저거는 방법이 있나봐요. 여기 상자가 눈을 감게 해야 될 수 있나? 눈을 안 감아주네?
handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
Revelio. Revelio.
조금 볼까요?
Revelio.
여기 교수님 방이구나. 넷, 플루까지 타고. 이제 열려있는 게 없네. 플루까지 타고 마법약 부실.
Nothing.
그리고 원래 플루까지 저기 타야 들어갈 수 있는 거 아니었나? 나 레벨만
I think there were.
레벨에서 시작해. 마법. 그래서 여기 복가서
Revelio. Revelio.
맞죠?
Revelio.
지금 뭐 찢어졌어요.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
고양한
Revelio.
여기에 있습니다.
Revelio.
그래서 지금
Someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do have...
Revelio.
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 1421. What lovely stone. Oh, that's class, that is.
여기 바탕이 나오네. 네, 이런 거. 네.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Oh,
Revelio.
여기도 네?
Revelio.
이거 움직이시네? 뭐야?
Revelio.
여기 방금 아니지? 이거 두근데 미안해요.
Revelio.
그래서 미안해요. 쓰는 거 보면 뭘 하는지 아닌가?
Revelio.
여기 또 있는 거 같아?
Revelio.
해줘야죠. 있었어, 죽었어.
Lumos.
어디지? 저런 수영 것 들어가야겠어.
Revelio.
이건 모양이 다르는데? 모양이 하얘. 뭔가 얘네가 빠지면 부족.
Revelio. Revelio.
어디 있어? 얘는 아니었단 말이죠? 이거 싸게 줘야지. 그렇게 그렇게 말로 표현하기 힘든 애매한 격자들이 있는 분량이 하나 있고요.
Revelio.
되게 열리트니까.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Not sure he's in at the present moment. Very much human spot. Hogwarts survives the reign of this headmaster.
Revelio.
Oh, my man.
이거 찾는 거 어려운데요? 뭐야, 약간 이쪽 같아, 이런 거.
If you step in the wrong place and become engulfed in...
Revelio.
냄새가 너무 좋네요.
Lumos.
그리고 이쪽 어떻게 있어요?
Revelio.
여기 있어요.
Lumos.
그리고 바비도 레벨리오를 찾을 수 있으면
Revelio.
그리고 또 레벨리오 도구만 찾을 수 있거든요. 올라가지고
Lumos.
여기서 그렇게 멀지 않은 곳이
Revelio.
있는데 정상품이 아닌 것 같다는 거죠.
Lumos. Revelio.
위로 올라가볼까? 이렇게 좀 있었는데 계속
Lumos.
그만 찾겠어.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
이렇게 해서 이제 예.
Revelio.
It's a good thing
Lumos. Revelio.
이렇게 나오면 또 있어. 이거 화장실 여기 화장실도 조심스러워.
Revelio.
My, what a striking thing.
반응이 빠르네.
Revelio. Revelio.
여기 있어. 또 교수님 반가워요. 또 교수님. 교수님 있었나? 일단 맛있게 들어갑니다. 여기는 나도 생각했거든요.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Something nice. Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Revelio.
그래.
For all eternity?
고양이
My life is behind me. I promise.
그냥 고양이들이 있고요.
Revelio.
She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flat.
Peeves! Enough! You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boots and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Revelio. Revelio.
I enjoy having lunch down there.
What are you trying to do?
하나님 학생이 많이 없구나. 아무리 대학교식 그렇다고 해도 자기가 시간 주자.
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
수업에 한
Hello,
10명
I am
들어가봐요.
Nettie. So you are the new student.
낙사이 오나인데 이런데
Have you met Professor
아마
Ronan yet?
낙사이 우리
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right. Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth chart? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
다시 1학년 때 배우는 거잖아요.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review.
이제
Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
No.
Accio.
아기. 지오가 아기.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice.
잘 못하는 것 같은데요?
Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that.
뭐야,
Well,
이거하고
as you all seem to
끝이야?
have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I
그럼
was
인기
thinking
수업하고
we
끝내시네요.
might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh
콩팥도
air.
되게 좋다. 논문도 안 써도 되고. 밖으로 왔어요.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
뭐가 대단한데. 그렇구니까 만들어버렸네.
So why don't we have our new
괜히
students start
교수
us off?
아니었어요. 교수는 그 속도 딴 게 아니었어.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you ask, very good. Not to worry.
싸우시면 안 돼.
Excellent. Don't lose your composure. Splendid! Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to
다시 하면
Ravenclaw.
될 것 같아.
But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would
멈추면
you
바로
care to
멈추는
give
줄
our
알았어.
new student a bit of a challenge?
괜찮아.
Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this.
50에 바로 붙인다고요? 오늘 밥 먹고 이것만 한다던데? 상식 나한테 멈춰주는구나. 이렇게 참을 수 있는 건가?
That is how it's done. Nicely done.
하려면 좀 더 세게 해야 되겠구나. 그래, 여기 날 쳐내려고?
Phew.
30분만 나오면 된다고 했어. 교수님 좀 쉬어봐요. 교수님
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
Excellent control there.
마지막에 이들이 붙이면 금방 물이 주는구나.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter.
네,
Focus
좀
now.
더
You
충분히
will need
자기
it.
이해를 한 상태니까
This round settles
더
it all.
본격적으로 한번 해볼게요.
Let us see this.
시간을 많이 할 수 있을 것 같은데 좀 더
There
본격적으로
we go.
하면 서로 연결.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
어이구야, 이렇게 많네. 뭔지. 너무 세다. 뭔지. 이 위에서 또 하나 빌딩이 나옵니다.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can.
Revelio.
Humans, if you're so.
Accio.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing to distract you. You know.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant
Revelio.
Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom.
Accio.
Good man.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
A word, if you would.
Accio. You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
클릭을 해야 받는 거. 빼앗기. 호그와트. 이것도 못해. 외형 변경은 어디서 안 돼? 아, 여기에 놓고. 이렇게 클릭을 해야 볼 수 있네. 바로 오버 블럭이 레벨 오버 올린 리사 라일라 강사 그래서 잘 안 보이는데요? 그리고 모자 보고 내용 변경하기 호그와트 의장차 저걸로 이 축해다 진짜 셜록 홈즈부터 할 게 있나? 멘토리
Revelio.
그래
Accio.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
그냥 안방 뜨죠. 그럴까?
Revelio.
별자리 있고요. 별
Off on another adventure, are we?
수업, 별 수업. 또 뭐가 더 있나?
Revelio.
들어가면서 소리를 달라놨어요.
Lumos.
I still can't believe that girl.
더 위로 올라가야
Revelio. Lumos.
Professor Weasley said she'd help me with my switching spells after class.
Revelio. Lumos. Accio.
뭐야, 5학년 마스터가 됐고요. 너는 왜 악시오가 됐거든요?
Revelio. Lumos.
우리 학생 AI들이 잘 지나갔는데 근데 벽에서 이렇게 낑기는 경우도 있어요.
Revelio. Accio.
생명체들에 보면 성선택에 보면 생명체가
Revelio.
한번 통하는 이렇게 보이거든요. 세계관도 안 보이는데 보이는구나. 한번 쓸 수 있게
Revelio. Revelio. Protego. Revelio.
마음을 켰어. 모두 테스트를 시작했습니다.
Revelio. Revelio.
한국의 본래를 불치하고 살짝 알가지고 있고요.
Revelio.
In my blood, my mother said.
I'm dreading.
Revelio. 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 Accio.
여기 공격 주문도 나가요.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
그 늙었다는 것은 살아남았다는
To the
것.
wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
잘 모르겠어요.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt. So Levioso. Now, well done.
Levioso. Levioso. Levioso.
거부하고
Levioso.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel. Using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. Protego.
Protego. Complicates things.
Levioso. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Levioso.
Only all of my students participate.
Levioso.
Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you
이
get.
초록색의 슬리베리. 여기 이 슬리베리 좀.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done. I'd hate to face Professor Hecat.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
나온다.